No one in the town of Alder Creek could remember when the house first appeared. It sat at the far end of Millstone Road, where the pavement cracked and the trees leaned inward like they were listening. The property records said it didn't exist. Satellite images blurred it out. Even Google Maps showed an empty lot. But the house was there. It always was. 3 stories tall. White wooden siding that never aged. Windows dark even during the brightest afternoons. And a front door that never locked, because no one ever tried to open it twice. People who went inside once never talked about it again. They didn't disappear. That would have been easier to understand. They came back changed, quiet, hollow, as if something inside them had been carefully removed and replaced with silence. That was why the town council voted to destroy it. Fire cleanses everything. That's what we told ourselves. I was one of the volunteers. My name is Ethan Grove, and I watched that house burn to the ground. I swear to God it should have stayed dead. The night we set it on fire, the air felt wrong, heavy, like the sky was holding its breath. 12 of us stood in a semicircle, torches in hand, gasoline soaking into dry grass around the foundation. No birds, no insects, not even wind. The house seemed to watch us. Sheriff Herlin gave the signal. We stepped forward together and to the torches. Flames exploded up the siding, hungry and fast. Windows shattered. The roof collapsed inward with a scream of breaking wood. Heat blasted against our faces. Someone laughed, nervous relief. Then the screaming started. Not from us, from the house. A low, distorted sound poured out of the fire, like dozens of voices layered together, crying out of sync. It didn't sound human, but it didn't sound not human either. The flames burned hotter, brighter, almost blue at the edges. And then silence. By morning, there was nothing left but ash. A blackened scar in the earth where the house had stood. We told the town it was over. That night, I slept better than I had in months. The next morning, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. Ethan, Herlin said when I answered. His voice was tight. I need you to come to Millstone Road. I already knew. The drive felt longer than usual. The trees along the road seemed closer, their branches arching overhead like ribs. And there it was, the house, standing exactly where it had been before. Not burned, not damaged, not even dirty. Fresh white siding, intact windows, the front door slightly open, just like always. No ash, no scorch marks, no sign it had ever burned. My stomach dropped. Herlin stood in the driveway, pale and shaking. We watched it burn. He whispered, all of us. So how the hell is it back? As if in response, the front door creaked wider. We called in experts, engineers, paranormal investigators, a demolition crew from 3 counties over. No one wanted to go inside, so we used machines. The bulldozer's blade slammed into the side of the house with a metallic scream. The machine stalled instantly. Its engine died. The lights went out. The operator jumped free, swearing and crying. The blade had left no mark. The house didn't even creak. That night, Alder Creek lost power, then cell service, then radio. The house stood silent and untouched at the end of Millstone Road like it was waiting. People started hearing things. Knocking, not on doors, but inside walls. Footsteps in empty rooms. Whispers that sounded like their own voices calling their names from far away. I heard mine on the 3rd night. Ethan. It came from outside my bedroom window. Soft. Familiar. Wrong. I didn't look. On the 4th night, the house changed. Lights turned on inside it for the first time anyone could remember. Warm yellow glow spilling from the windows. Curtains moved as if someone inside was walking past. The town gathered at a distance, watching. Then the front door opened fully, and someone stepped out. It was Mrs. Lanning. She had gone into the house 5 years earlier and come back silent, staring, never speaking again. Now she smiled. "Come home," she said. Her voice echoed, layered, doubled, wrong. More figures appeared behind her. People we knew. People who had gone inside before. Their eyes were empty. They began walking toward town. That's when we understood. The house wasn't rebuilding itself. It was growing, feeding. Each person who entered became part of it. A voice, a memory, a shape it could wear. Fire hadn't destroyed it. It had only forced it to shed its skin. And now it was hungry. We didn't vote this time. We ran. Cars packed the highway out of Alder Creek. Families leaving everything behind. No one looked back. I was one of the last to go. As I drove past Millstone Road, the house loomed closer than it should have. Bigger, taller. Its windows were filled now, all of them watching. The front door stood open, inviting. I felt a pull, a pressure behind my eyes, a whisper in my skull telling me I belonged there. I floored the gas. I live 3 states away now. But sometimes, when I wake up at night, I smell smoke. And sometimes, when I check my phone in the morning, there's a new message. No sender, just 4 words. We rebuilt ourselves. Last week, I checked Google Maps. Millstone Road is there. So is the house. Only now, it's marked as a residential listing.